Hey guys, it's Eliza from Eliza Tall and Plain 99, and today I'm here to talk about the makeup palette that has been sweeping YouTube and Instagram alike, the KKW times Mario palette. This is a really beautiful color selection that has been taking Instagram by storm. I have seen so many mini tutorials and so many reviews about this, but today I'm here to give you my non-biased opinion on the quality of this makeup palette, and I'm here to tell you the actual truth. So if you're interested in hearing my non-biased opinion, keep on watching. But before you do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And let's just get into it. So first, let's talk about the details of this palette, the packaging, the price, what have you. So I have it here up on my phone, and it retails for $45, and there's 10 shades. And it reads, the KKW times Mario eyeshadow palette formulated specifically for easy layering and blending. Matte shadows provide a creamy, powdery finish and an array of universal neutrals to add depth and shade to any eye look. The buttery smooth metallic shadows can be used wet or dry with brushes or fingers. They glide on effortlessly and provide a saturated pearlized color finish. This go-to palette provides versatility and dimension to your favorite makeup look. So that's a pretty basic description. And it's also pretty basic packaging. It's like a taupey, a light taupey grade that has like this sheen on it that says the KKW times Mario. And you know, it's very minimalistic, maybe a little bit too minimalistic. For $45, you can get, like, let's say a Naked palette or a Too Faced palette, and those come in, like, metal tin packages, and, like, they feel a lot more durable, and this is cardboard. And I can already tell you, if you're going to be using this a lot, if this is going to be your everyday kind of sitch, if you're going to be traveling with this is going to get really banged up really easily. It's cardboard, it's flimsy. The material, it's very nice. It feels like soft to the touch. It's like a soft finish matte cardboard. It feels luxurious. However, it likes to pick up staining. I have used this quite a bit already. This is a review. This is not a first impression. And the powders are clinging to the cardboard, and it's not a very pretty look. And I've had palettes like this before. And they get really dirty very easily. And I can already tell that's going to be the situation. Other than that, it's very nice weight. You know, I feel like this would be great to travel with, besides it being cardboard and maybe banging up a little bit easy. The mirror is fantabulous. Like, you can see your entire eye line. I mean, it's a good mirror. So let's talk about the shadows now. First up, we have 2008, which is a nice icy metallic shade. Then we have Glam, which is a nice neutral brown. Next up is Miami, which is a good transition shade, a reddy brown. And then we have Armenian, which is a lovely gold. And then we have Loyalty, a deep brown. Then we have Decade, which is a nice base shade if you're pale like me, but it also could be used on the center of the lid if you are a bit deeper. Albanian is next, and that is another red toned brown. And then Vegas, which is Vegas is a bit shimmery, but I'm going to be honest with you, the shimmer falls out when you're using it on the eye, and it ends up looking very matte. And then next up is Libra, which is like the most talked about color in this palette. It's that nice, lovely cobalt blue that is so saturated. And finally, we have Bronzy, which, like the name, is a bronze color. I'm a big fan of anything sparkly, so it is no surprise that my three favorite colors in here are 2008, Glam, and Bronzy, which are the most intense metallics of all of the shimmers. These are metallics. They almost look like metal, especially Glam, which is my favorite shade. I'm wearing that on my eye today. The mattes in here are pretty nice. I had a good time with Albanian and Miami, which are the brown transition shades. Those blended really nicely into the crease. And now I'm going to talk about the colors that are a little bit disappointing. Decade is kind of patchy. When I was applying it today, I used it as a base shade. It was fine to set my concealer, but I can imagine if you're, let's say, of a deeper complexion and you want to use this as like a highlight color in the center of a lid for like an all matte look, it's going to be hard to build up that pigment. Also, let's talk about Armenian, which is the gold shade in here. Armenian it's kind of lackluster. I have it swatched on my skin right now, and you can't really see it because it blends in so much. It's this shade right here. I have it in the center of my lid today, and it really wasn't doing much for me, so I mixed in some 2008 to get that really intense pop of color there. And then the other disappointment, or the other two disappointments, were Vegas and Libra. Vegas is this shimmer color that's kind of maroon. It just isn't very shimmery, which is fine, but it's advertised as a shimmer color, so I was kind of expecting a shimmer. It really just blends out to a matte color, which is nice because it blends out very easily, but it's also just not metallic, which is a bit disappointing. And then the biggest disappointment in this palette for me was Libra. I did a blue eye look a couple of days ago when I was first testing out this palette because it was the color I was the most excited about. And you can see on my arm, it swatches beautifully. It looks amazing. It just blends out. It just kind of blends out grayish and dirty. It looks dirty when you blend it out, or like you have a bruised eye. And I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like bright colors, I'm just not the most experienced, but I have worked with palettes that have like amazing purples and blues. My Juvia's Place palettes, for example, and I've turned out like amazing great purple and blue eye looks with those palettes. And so I'm wondering if it's me or if it's the eyeshadow. Like, I'll demonstrate right now. Like, I'm blending this out and it just looks like gray-green, right? Is that just me? Tell me if I'm crazy. Please comment below if that just doesn't blend out well to you. Like, it looks great when it's just like packed on, like front and center, and like that's like just the only really color you're using. But when you're trying to like do a cohesive blended, you know, spotlight eye with a little bit of a blue pop, this just it doesn't work, which is disappointing because it was the color I was looking forward to most. Overall, my overall thoughts and opinions on this palette are that I feel like a little bit of time, or a little bit more time, could have gone into the formulation of these colors. I think the actual color selection is genius and beautiful, and I expect nothing less from Kim K and Mario because I think they're both, like, they have such a great eye for this kind of thing. It's just that the formula itself isn't quite there. I would compare this, not like the quality necessarily, but like just the overall vibe to the, oh, what was it? The palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up on the screen right now. Like, the colors were there. The blendability was kind of there. It just blended out to a color that wasn't exactly true. And maybe I'm just harping on this one shade, Libra. The other shades were fine, and I feel like my eye look today turned out fantastic. So I think if you're a really big fan of either Kim K or Mario, this is worth your money. But if you're like me and you are looking for something you can get a lot of use out of, I think your money is better spent on the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe, or any of the Morphe palettes, or the Juvia's Place palette, especially if you're operating on a budget. If you have the money, by all means, go buy this $45 palette. It's good. It's better than a lot of eyeshadow. It's not the best. That's what I'm saying. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the Kim KW palette. Please let me know if you picked it up, if you loved it, if you hated it, if you just decided to skip out on it. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe while you're at it if you are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will see you all later. Bye.